you see, if this was me personally, I'm sending my sister straight to Russia. And this looks crazy, right? But actually, a lot of y'all wavers be doing this to yourselves every 2 weeks. You might be thinking, bro, that's crazy, right? But if your hair's that low, you can't get waves, right? So if you cut your hair a little bit higher every 2 weeks, how do you expect to get waves? Y'all be telling your barbers to cut you down so low every 2 weeks? So that's on you and your barber. Y'all be doing this along with many other haircut mistakes, which we're gonna get into in this video. However, if you avoid these mistakes, you'll be having everybody at the cookout saying how good your hair is and you got your mama's hair. But they don't know all the hard work you be doing in the bathroom. Like, come on, I be moisturizing, I be brushing every day, man. This ain't genetics, it's all me. Like I said in the beginning of this video, cutting your hair down too low, too frequently, it's the #1 haircut mistake that you are making that is hindering your progress. But I like how my hair looks when it's down to a 1.5. You don't know what you're talking about, man. The point of having waves is to make it... Shut up, bro. Unless your hair looks like this, your hair is way too low for waves at a 1.5 because waves are laid down curls, which means you can only get waves when your hair is long enough to curl, and if your hair is not long enough to curl, how do you expect to get waves? So to sum it up, if your hair is too short, you cannot develop your waves because it's not long enough to curl up, so it's not long enough to have waves. Comment down below if that makes sense. But if you're an elite waver, by all means, go ahead and cut down to a 1.5, like 2 to 4 times a year max. Because there are some benefits to cutting down to a 1.5, but that's when you get a little bit to the elite stage. If your connections are not established, if you don't have an established pattern, please do not cut down to a 1.5. The lowest you should be going is a 2 with the grain. If you don't have your waves just in, if you don't have your pattern in, if the waves don't look like this, at least like this, please do not even think about cutting down to a 1.5. The next mistake, hold on, wait. I think it's time for weight check. So the next crucial mistake, bro, that the younger people, the younger wavers tend to make. You know, it's their first time, you're going to the barber by yourself or whatever, but the mistake that younger people tend to make, like me, is not telling your barber exactly what you want. Okay, man, listen. Oh my gosh, my client just told me how he wants his hair to look. I'm so offended. You can't tell me what to do my job. Like, they're not gonna say that, bro. Just tell them exactly what you want. If you can't communicate properly to your barber what haircut you want and they end up messing you up, they cut you low, they go back, that is on you. However, if the barber can hear you and he's listening to you, but he's just like, oh no, I know what's right. He wants waves, cut him down to a 1 with the grain closed. Then get a new barber. If he can't listen to you, get a new barber. But 90% of the time, it is on you. All right, make sure you're conveying exactly what haircut you want. And sometimes you might even ask to be cut like this because my waves and I want to do this, that, and that, you know? So it all starts with taking accountability. If you know that you can't convey what you want your hair to look like to your barber, if you can't tell him that, you need to look yourself in the mirror, grab yourself by your waves, and go ahead and do it. Make the change before it messes up your head. This is a personal story. Sometimes you, as the client, can be wrong. A couple weeks ago, I cut my hair against the grain, and it went with a piece of my hairline. It's probably not as bad now, but it went, a big chunk of this was gone. It's not because he pushed me up, like one of my friends was trying to say. I'm gonna defend my barber, you feel me? But it's because I went against the grain, and the way my hair grows is a little bit weird, and just went with a piece of my hairline. So sometimes you can be wrong in what you want, but sometimes stuff happens. But you just do research on what haircut you want to get, why you want to get it, and then make sure your barber knows what you want to get and he does it. Now this last mistake plays into the first one, but I can tell you, if I started doing this since I started waving, bro, like most of the problem with my crown, which is the most important part of waving, if you didn't know, most beginners don't know that, but most of the problems with my crown wouldn't be there if I just cut my crown higher and correctly. So first of all, you want to make sure your barber knows how to cut your crown correctly. But if you know how you should get your crown cut and your barber knows how to cut your crown correctly, it should be all good. Now the thing with the crown is typically a thinner area in your head. I would show you my crown right now, but I just washed it last night and it doesn't look too good, you feel me? But you know what, for y'all, I'm gonna show you. But you see, when I wash it, I need to comb it back in place. A lot of the times when you wash your crown, it comes out of place, as mine is right now. Yeah, it's looking all crazy. My real crown is really right here, but I have an artificial crown right here. If you're not an elite waver, please do not listen to this part. Skip 10, 15 seconds. Let's say you cut your crown at 5 against the grain. Your barber could just really just go over it. And then all you have to do is brush it back in place. And it's gonna be completely fine. That might be the best way to cut your crown, but I haven't tried it yet. I learned that from 360 Jeezy just recently, but I'm definitely gonna try it next time I cut my hair. All right, beginners, intermediates, you can come back now. For y'all, just work on cutting your crown at least a half guard to a full guard higher than the rest of your hair. So if you cut to a 2, 2.5, 3 with the grain on your crown, etc. And I know when I was a beginner and intermediate, and even now, I made so many mistakes. I still make a lot of mistakes. So some more mistakes you need to watch out for. Watch this video right here. This covers mistakes throughout your entire wave, throughout every aspect of your waves. Please watch this video. You don't want to make some of these mistakes and set you back months. Don't be like me. Watch this video. Thanks for watching. God bless.